May 31st again. May 31st again, 2017. This is 111 Greystone. This is the backyard, obviously the well. From what I can see, well, you can see a fence right in there, and on the other side of that fence is Skyline Drive. Well, that's the national park, just barely into the woods, basically. Like that thing right there, that's also, all of that is the national park. It goes all the way down the driveway. The driveway I just came up, and the road comes up about 600 feet. It is quite steep. It was a little daunting on the Concours the first time, but that's the worst of the motorcycles we have, biggest and most unwieldy. Doesn't mean it'd be easy for anybody, and I haven't gone down yet. But this thing was kept in really nice shape. It's literally a brick. And we've already seen the inside. It's lovely. But with the money, well, with the purchase of Pocobella on Rosa Court, we're wondering, or at least I'm wondering. This is the front deck. I'll take a picture. Well, you can see the pictures of the front of the house. I just wanted to get a video. And okay, now the guy here owned 32 acres originally. He's a builder. He gave 5 to his kid. It's down the hill with no immediate access. I assume these trees were not there, or at least were not as tall when he moved in the early, I think it was 2001. You can sort of get an idea through there is the Massanuttons. He has carved out 4 acres just on the other side of the pond, maybe 50, not 100, but 50 feet beyond that pond is where the, oh, and I'll take a picture of the pillars. I don't know if you can spot it. Like, I'm going to try to, right about there. That's where the property ends, where his driveway begins. That's where the just under 4 acres that he's carved out of the 27 remaining. He started with 32, gave 5 to his kid. 27 carved out just about 4. I'd be much more interested if we could do something with these trees. And in order to do that, we'd need to have basically another 4 acres that go out and come up. But he's a builder, and we're kind of suspecting that he's planning on building a bunch of houses down that hill. The nice thing about this place is even if he does that, this is the highest point, and you can get a pretty good idea. Now, you're not seeing Skyline Drive because it actually starts and comes around. It starts down there and comes up and around here. Wait a minute. I think it's actually behind me, the drive, but no, it starts there, winds around, something comes up here. You can't take any of these trees out. That's on that tall one right there is on the is in the national park, so you forget going here. But theoretically, you could, remove these, and you got a pretty good site over there. I don't know how far he owns into that. That guy there is going to, he's fine now, but a couple years from now, he's going to be grown up and blocking that. Obviously, we're getting sort of towards town. That straight through there is a stop and save, one of them. The food store. It's not a favorite. Martin's is a favorite, but you could see, I wouldn't be surprised if those buildings, I'm making it out with my eyes just fine. I'm hoping the phone will as well. I wouldn't be surprised if that's Winchester. Wouldn't be surprised if that isn't Winchester, rather. So if you could do something with these trees, not only would you get enough wood to last yourself for the duration that Judy and I expect to be on the planet, all that is the Massanuttons over there. So you would literally have all the way from here, and if you walk down, this is a 104-foot front patio, front door, okay? And under here is cinder block about 8 or 9 feet tall, with enormous basement space. So coming at the front door, here is what you see. And again, if I were going to go after this property, I would be trying to get acreage in here. I don't know how well you can make it out with the camera, but it just does nothing but slope down. So you take out some of these big trees. In here, it looks like 4 or 5, okay, 10 big trees in here. Not inexpensive to take out. And you'd have all those mountains back there. Take out some of these. Again, you need probably another 3-4 acres down the hill that way so that you could get at those trees. It wouldn't be, obviously taking every tree out, but enough of them that you would be able to create more of this. No river access, of course. Separate building. It has a 2-car garage. Separate building. He's got his Kubota lawnmower in there, the big tractor, and I mean a big tractor suitable for doing the lawn that you've seen out here. None of the floors are finished in there, but it looked like, pretty reasonable quality construction. Obviously, he's got to clean his gut. He hasn't cleaned the gutters for a while. Enormous heat changer here. Entry to the finished basement. Utterly finished basement. Wood stove, everything. No walkout except for this. Again, we're going back to the front, and this whole patio has cinder block basement, effectively. You can see it's this wide. Unfinished, but cinder block, great for storage. It seemed dry when, even dry in terms of humidity when Judy and I went through it. Kitchen. So the kitchen view, here's the kitchen view. Stone here, brick in the back. Thing's built like a tank. Quality construction inside. Nicely kept up. I like it. All right, now I'm gonna do the down run, or downhill. There's no denying that is steep, but that's because it comes up 600 feet. You gotta, I'll look it up again, but I believe we're at around 1,200 here. So, it's Rosa Court plus 5.5. And when you start coming up this hill, it's about 600. So, it's quite an incline. And, if you want something with a view, guess what? I'm trying to think guess how many miles away you're looking at mountains out there. Okay.